Hey, I know it's been a minute since I've come on here, and I'm trying my best to update you and also be present in my life. Paris has been amazing, and if you're new here, my name is Mallory, an American in Paris, yada yada yada. And I have recently relaunched my blog, and I just thought it would be important to come on here and talk about why I stopped writing to begin with. Um, I just recently had a little blog revival, and I guess just a revival in my life, honestly, with everything, and really just getting more in touch with myself and just really what I've been feeling. And it's been a very, very honest time. And for any of you, I really suggest traveling abroad, going somewhere solo, some solo travel, and take that time for yourself. You will come back a changed person and for the better. I feel like having this time to myself was really necessary, especially in a city that I love. And we can talk about that another time. But I really wanted to talk about why I stopped writing to begin with. And this is going to be hard, so be patient with me. I didn't really recite this, or I just don't really know what's going to come out. So here we go. So, the reason why I stopped writing, and I keep asking myself this, and I kind of keep giving myself, excuses like, oh, I just didn't have the time, I was exhausted, I was Pilates, I was doing this, I was doing that. And really, like, those are just excuses. Those are just filler words of, if you really want to do something, you will do it. And I really think I didn't want to face the music. I didn't want to really face how certain situations or in my life or people, how those things made me feel, because it felt like it would be too painful, and I didn't want to willingly feel pain, and I didn't want to really revisit things. And maybe I was a little bit scared of just knowing how I would truly feel about a situation. Maybe I didn't really want to mourn things. I didn't really want to understand that maybe some things it was the end of things. And, I feel like with endings, they're always sad, even if, you're happy about the ending, because it's something that's over, and going into something new, it's a little scary because you don't know what to expect. It's the unknown. And I felt like if I wrote about certain things, one, it would be a little bit too painful. Maybe I didn't really want to know what I felt about it. I didn't really want to maybe close certain chapters. I really didn't know how certain things would make me feel, and maybe the truth about a situation, or I don't know, it's just really hard to say. I just knew it would be a lot to face, and I didn't want to, because I really wanted to just move on from certain things, and I just really wanted to, be in the present with my life. But I felt like that was also really hard to do because I didn't really process some things, or it would still linger, or it would still come back, because I needed to write about these experiences, and sharing it with you guys. Now that's like a whole other thing that, I think it does bring up a little bit of fear, because you're really unveiling yourself. You're really just being super vulnerable. And I'm a type of person, I really don't like that sentence, but I enjoy my privacy. It is very sacred to me. I don't really like to share too much of my personal life, but that does not mean to say that you know, if someone has a question, I'll answer it. And I do feel like I am an open book, but when it comes to writing and sharing these experiences from my life and just my diary of like my thoughts and the things that I've gone through and how far I've come, that's a whole other story. But I feel like what made me want to share it was my recent experiences with the people I've been meeting here in Paris, where I saw like my past self and a lot of these people. And you know, when I'm talking to them, I'm like, oh, I've been there. I'm giving advice. And like, I feel like they don't really believe that I've been there. Some were like, no, I do not believe that. Like, I do not see you like that at all. And I'm like, no, like, I know where you're coming from. I know exactly how you're feeling. And this is how you're going to get through it. And so I think it's just very important to show people how far I've come and show them that, hey, like things were pretty hard for me too. I had, relationships that weren't really the greatest, but I had a part in that too. I'm really not trying to blame other people for this. And I really take responsibility for my life and my choices and everything that I experienced. I will never take it back. I will relive it all again, because without those experiences, I am not who I am today. So they are a part of me, but I can also let that go and become a better person because of it, and not become jaded and defeated and let that get the best of me. I'm gonna let it make me the best. So I just thought, hey, it's best to share the process and to let people know that, hey, it's not always going to be easy, but you can make it. You can do the work and you can transform yourself. It just takes a lot of discipline and self-love, and it takes really being honest with yourself. And this is a time to find your true tribe. This is a time to be your true self. It's always a time to be your true self, but this is like, it's just enough with the BS. I just feel like energetically, if you really want to find the people that are for you, you're going to have to be for yourself. You're going to have to be honest with yourself. If you want people to be honest with you, you're really going to have to just unveil it all. And you're really going to have to do that inner work. And I promise you the results are going to be amazing. And yes, this is going to mean that you have to have uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable conversations with yourself. And sometimes when you ask yourself these questions, you're not going to know the answer, but at least with questions come answers, and you will find the answer. You will figure it out. But yeah, life doesn't really have to be so hard. But yes, it does have challenges and growth. It's so uncomfortable. It's it could feel brutal, but coming out on the other end of that, you're like it's like Super Mario, you're like a whole other new level, So I am going to leave this here. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I really love talking to you. A lot of you guys have been sending me a lot of messages. They've been so heartfelt. I know that I do get a little bit deep on here, and you guys don't really like to comment, it's vulnerable stuff. So you guys like to message me directly. I really do appreciate that. But if you can like, share, subscribe, that would really help me out to be able to come on here more often and share more with you. Because, your girl's busy. We got a lot going on here. So yes, let me know if you want to see the blog. I don't know when I'm going to just really, it's out there, but I might have like a little list that a little exclusive list that I send out. So let me know. All right, until next time. Bye.